The South African Therapeutic Riding Association was begun 3 years ago, using a very unique form of therapy, horseback riding. Coming a close second to man's best friend, the horse has played an important role since the 18th century in helping the physically challenged attain a certain level of mobility.
When I started Satra, I had a very good experience. I started with a little baby who was 13 months old, and he couldn't sit or creep or crawl or anything, and he had a very bad diagnosis. So what happened is I convinced the parents for therapeutic horse riding, 3 months, 7 days a week, an hour a day. And it was really a big work, but after 3 weeks of horse riding, he could sit, and 3 weeks later he could crawl, and 3 weeks later he could walk, and he's now running around all over.
Engela always felt that there was a missing link that was holding her back from reaching optimum success with her patients, and she thought that horseback riding might be the answer.
Well, since I'm an occupational therapist for 25 years, I've always been looking for answers. And I've been very, very successful, but I always thought I was missing out on something. And we as a family has been doing horse riding as a family sport. And being involved in that, I looked at the children doing horse riding, and they were different. They were not drinking, they've got quite nice personalities, they really achieve in school. And then I started to look at research studies all over the world, and I couldn't find the answer why it's improving. And then I started my own research about 6 years ago. We really see a lot of changes. We've got some children with emotional problems, and you definitely see a reaction on emotional levels. So we see people from the psychiatric field, anorexia, bulimia patients. We see neurological conditions. We see cerebral palsy children, and you see their muscle tone to normalize. And you also see them, their milestones improve, like walking, or creeping, or crawling. On the other hand, we also see children with learning disabilities, and it can almost help for any condition.
The reason for these successful results is the rhythmic motion of being on horseback. This stimulates the vestibular in the ear, which is crucial for balance and coordination.
The vestibular system is 3 semicircular channels in your inner ear, which is filled with fluid, and it's got tiny little hair in it. So when a child moves, the fluid moves, and the hair goes in the same direction. And when there's a change of direction, it also changes. And then you see the flow of impulses up the spinal cord to the brainstem, midbrain area. So when you do activate that, there you form neural pathways in the brain to the upper areas, which is your academic areas, reasoning areas, thinking areas. Also your emotional area.
My child's been riding for the past 7 months, and I've really seen a remarkable improvement in her performance, her overall performance. She's severely learning disabled, and her self-confidence, her posture, her muscle tone improved, and I think most important, her academic performance. There was a great improvement, and her overall average increased by about 15%.
Running a place like this costs a tremendous amount of money, and the results are obvious to see. Where some of the children had no hope before, they're now flourishing. If you can help Satra in any way, please contact them on 083 302 1483.
I love riding a horse because it's fun. I'm very glad I'm riding here because it determines me to ride the horse and learn more about the horse.
We also are very much in need of saddles and bridles. We need horses. Our arenas are not up to standard. And I really and strongly feel that we need some funds to do some research in South Africa. We're doing very unique kind of work here at Satra, and if somebody could do a research study, that could really help a lot. Thank you.